I'm going to examine a part of Andrew HOLNESS' speech, ladies and gentlemen, from the budget. All I ask is that you guys... Hey, y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all come in sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all got to hit the like button, man, and share the live stream. Come on now. Stop playing. Support, support, support. The like button is free, heard? No, that's right. Here we go.
Members of civil society, and most importantly, the people of Jamaica, by enlightened and patriotic members of the private sector and reasonable unions, that the first structured debt exchange was engineered, JDX. This pulled Jamaica from the brink of another financial collapse by successfully reducing Jamaica's interest costs, extending debt maturity, improving debt sustainability, and giving the country the credibility to approach the IMF. We put in place...
Yo, listen, man. Let me tell you something. You see, for me personally, I don't want to hear anything from the JLP when it comes on to the IMF. The truth of the matter is, you guys abandon the IMF. I don't even want to see Audley Shaw. How could you abandon the IMF program knowing the consequences? Just abandon it. Just don't tell them nothing and destroy our credibility worldwide. For me, I would not allow the Jamaica Powell, what's going on? I would never allow the Jamaica Labour Party ever again to be responsible for our financial affairs. After that, ain't no way. You cannot get... Listen, that is like me leaving you to secure my account. And when I reach, all of my money is gone. How in God's green earth will I ever trust you ever again? Right? Same old, praising and nothing interesting. Exactly. You listen, peace, and my stomach sick. Look at him. Oh my Lord. And then, you know what? I don't want to punish you guys too much. Really and truly. Let me go down to the part where I heard him say something crazy.
This leader of the opposition is a man of convenience, flip-flopping between prudence and popularity when it suits him. 1 minute he disowns the child of fiscal discipline, and then the next he claims the child of fiscal discipline. The mother remembers the...
You know what's saying you're a pitney, Andrew. It vexes you. It vexes you. It vexes you. It bunny me, or it bunny him so. Or it bunny him so. Marky GD man look for him, how you feel?
Funny, honey.
Hey, we love how Marky G just stay in our phone and even look for him.
Oh my God.
A speech of no substance. Aww. You vexing? Cause the truth they carry.
Paying up FinSac and the high interest rate policy, the largest transfer of wealth from the poor to the rich.
FinSac? Oh my God. Bro, you really went there, bro? Release the report. Release the report. Just release the report and done the argument about FinSac. Why are you guys holding up FinSac? Because you know that we know that you know y'all full of shit. You know that we know that you know that you are full of shit. Alright? So we don't want to hear nothing more about FinSac, sir. If you're not releasing the report, stop talking about it. As a matter of fact, could you release the Crow report as well? So we can find out about the SSL and OT football money and the other people their money? I bet you won't do that now, will you?
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
And she knows that she cannot trust this worthless man. So the DNA test was done.
Oh, so you guys just proved what Mark Golden said. You guys are about gimmicks and not solutions. So that is your combat, to come and say flamboyant things to rile up some ignorant people. Interesting.
DNA test. When it comes to 15-year-old fiscal discipline, PNP, you are not the father.
Hey, who mans is this? Oh, mans is this?
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop.
Hello?
Bolo,
Yeah.
why they go on long time don't call, man, eh?
Hey, me dey on the live, you know.
You there on the live, you know?
Yeah, man, me live right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, them have to put in me like a 2 cent, man.
Hey, but at the budget, me I look on right now.
Oh, budget, oh, yeah, they're
Yeah, me I look on the budget right now.
Okay.
Can call me back.
Oversee it.
Oh,
Yeah, man, alright.
what you say up now? Talk to me.
Yeah, me here, me did not look on it too, but the one pertaining Mark Golden with the guy there, Andrew Stefan, right?
Andre
Yeah,
Stevens.
so-
Oh, you're talking about the
Yeah.
interview with Andre Stevens.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead
yes.
quickly. You have
Yeah,
3
so
minutes.
what me I say, you know, with all these things that happen in the country, we all want to see we country develop and, you know, good leader and stuff. But sometimes you hear our one people beating the party them that try to make a difference, and they never try them it. They never make no effort to try somebody.
Oh,
Right?
what you
But they
mean?
try to beat.
Like what? Like what? Like what? We'll give you an example.
No, what happened is like, all right, like the UIC, the movement.
That
Yeah,
let me stop you right
yeah.
there. I was just talking about that a while ago because I was contacted by an alleged comrade, and the man
Right.
was upset with me to the point where because he's like, why are you advocating for the UIC? Are they paying you to advocate for them? I must pay them. I pay you. And I hang up the phone on him and block him. It's the first time. It's the first time I'm having a bad experience with a comrade. You understand?
Yeah,
and it's very, very sad. Well, I know it's very, very sad that our people think in that manner, right? Because they have been so programmed to be in a two-party system. They cannot open their mind up to a third party that is totally different from the other two. It's either or. They have gotten caught up into the 3-card phenomena. You know the 3-card man work. One man, they're up on the board, and the next man, they're on the other side, I go on like say, I gamble. When the two of them, I gamble you, and then you lose your money. How much times has that happened with these two parties over the years? With the people of Jamaica? But continue, my boss.
Yeah, my friend. Because what happened, me always listen them, you know, and because me's a born Jamaican, but me live overseas. And what happened, I would glad if every one of them could get a trip out of Jamaica, then they would understand how things work.
No, but you see, that is a point, you know, but even the person that called me, the person claimed to be somebody that travels, so traveling alone is not helping these people, my brother, but continue.
Yeah, don't know, just to show them the mindset and how things work. You understand? Because our brothers and sisters, they are the one who running for politics there, right? And they're telling the people and promise them stuff and them then tell them say it cannot work because they don't have as much money. There is nothing like that, man. There's foolishness. Because you know, so Jamaica one rich country, my friend.
No, you're not telling me. You're not telling me, my virgin. You're not telling me.
Me a friend here, you know. Me a friend here, you know, man. When them man, they want big business, you know, man. And when them man, they tell me, you know, man, so when you go to Jamaica, you know, man. The man say, man, where you there, do, man? Yeah, the man said to me, the man said, where you there, do? Me say, man, you know, so your country one of the greatest. The man say, vehicle where him not ever seen in Canada and go to Jamaica, go see it, no, bad.
Wow.
And then man, they are millionaire here.
Yeah.
Right? So one thing me can beg me people to do, just change your narrative, right? Just getting out, just sit down quietly to themselves and ask. If the younger one them ask them grandparents, right? Enough of what they go on in some of our past parents, you know, they make this decision, you know, and then we end up with all these problems, you know, brethren.
Right.
Right? diet PNP and diet labor, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yes, that I mash up a place. Cause me hear a brother they talk to you about this man fool. You don't know nothing about the man. The man make it very clear. Him say, listen, me not drawing with none of them cause me know the history of them. Me not
Right.
take no me not take no money from nobody we go and tell me what to do. One more thing
Right.
I want.
Thank you.
One more.
The UIC
Yeah.
is offering an opportunity to Jamaican people to
Yes.
own
Yes.
their political party
Yes.
and have them be the
Yes.
boss of their political party. And they don't
Yes.
understand
Yes.
that
Yeah.
the PSOJ, that's what they do. They fund
Yeah.
both political parties, so they
Yes.
own both political parties in some capacity.
Right. Right. I mean, I wonder if to me, but them still have a cell phone, right? Where information still they can get information. But to me know the media filter garbage to them. But when me I try to say, me I wonder they can go on their cell phone and they can do everything else. Why they not try go up on them cell phone and find out how the other part of the world people them do them think. A whole heap of changes are going on, Virgin.
Virgin, let me tell you something.
Man, I fling out dinosaurs out of office. I put in younger
There's
man
a
in
changing
them
of the
know. Yeah,
guard. And let me tell you, and
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
let you go with this. There's a changing
Mm,
of the guard happening in the world. And if God
mm,
decide, if the Almighty Creator decide that the
right.
UIC is going to be the one that is going to
Yes,
take us into the next 10, 15 years in Jamaica, there's absolutely
yes.
nothing nobody
Nothing
can
they
do
can
about
do.
that.
Yeah,
You have to just look
yeah,
back and
yeah,
watch. You
yeah.
understand? So
Yeah.
this is my stance. I
Mm,
pray that the will of the Lord be done here in
yes,
Jamaica.
yes, yes,
And once the will of the
yes.
Lord be done, I have nothing to worry about. Big up yourself, my brother.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
continue with the
yeah,
show
man. Just
here.
one little second before me leave. Me
Mm-hmm.
want the people them. Only one thing, one message me have for them. Me I ask them very, please, just change your mindset because the man not asking for nothing. He just trying to build a coalition between himself and the people, and that's how the world run, Virgin.
No
You
handouts.
lead, yeah,
No
and
handouts.
we,
Big up
we, we
yourself.
lead we country fi run, bro. Yeah, man, big up.
Mm-hmm. Look more.
Yeah.
Miss Velma said, when I listened to Mr. UIC today, I was impressed with his type of democracy. That's what Jamaica lacks. Angela Blackwood, big up. This is what I'm saying, but let's continue.
It is another goaling that is the father. Madam Speaker, jokes aside, this is the first time our debt to GDP ratio
This are the part I'm want to talk about. Time him stuck on this now.
pre-FinSac levels of the mid-1990s. It has therefore taken us 30 years to undo the damage of the self-inflicted blow of the PNP's economic mismanagement of the 90s. 30 years. Madam Speaker, the graph now being displayed shows interest costs as a percentage of tax revenues in the mid-1990s during the FinSac period. Interest costs as a percentage of tax revenues climbed rapidly, peaking at nearly 70% in the midst of the global financial crisis between 2008 to 2009, and it peaked again to about 71% and started to decline thereafter the successful 2010 Jamaica debt exchange to 30.5% in 2016 when this administration took the reins of government. And as of this budget, very important, Madam Speaker, as of this budget, Mr. Speaker rather, only 18.7% of tax revenues will go towards paying interest on debt. Mr. Speaker, this shows why we must always maintain fiscal discipline.
Listen to this rubbish. Listen to this.
From having to pay 71% of tax revenues to having now paid down the debt, we only are going to be paying 18.7%. We have all of that fiscal space created that we can now actually spend on giving relief to the people of Jamaica in a sustainable way. So this is the result, let's just be clear, this is the result of not spending the $40 billion on temporary relief, but sticking to the discipline of paying down the debt. The interest on the debt is now smaller, which gives more room to spend sustainably on the things that matter to you, like social housing, increasing the income tax exemption threshold, installing water supply, and buying new buses over the last 9 years. It's a funny thing, you know, Madam Speaker, and I think Jamaicans are, Mr. Speaker, and I think Jamaicans are coming to the understanding now that you have people who will say, I will spend this money on you because I care about you, without looking on the sustainability, whether or not that expenditure makes sense. And people who are suffering.
We just want them to realize that the man has said the plan that the Jamaica, the People's National Party, have to spend the money and invest in the people of Jamaica. Listen to this again. Let me put it in a context.
Who will say, I will spend this money on you because I care about you, without looking on the sustainability, whether or not that expenditure makes sense.
So basically, he's saying that the People's National Party spending money on the Jamaican people does not make sense. That's basically what he's saying. When this man says he's gonna invest in the people of Jamaica, it doesn't make sense. To him, it doesn't make sense. Because he can't see how that is sustainable. He cannot see how investing in education and in the people, investing in the youth, getting food to go to school, investing in the youth so they stay in school, investing in the youth so there's a degree in every household, he does not see how that investment is worth it. Ladies and gentlemen. Hey,
What can go so? What can go so? What can go so?
let's play that back. This is what I want to focus on right here, ladies and gentlemen. This moment right here is a pivotal moment in this speech. Listen to this.
Because I care about you, without looking on the sustainability, whether or not that expenditure makes sense. And people who are suffering don't look behind the popularity promise. All they think it sounds good and it's going to give me immediate gratification. But what it does is to create a long-term immiseration. Because you can only spend that money once. And it didn't really help you. And so you have to come back again. And so you end up in a dependency.
So the hypocrisy from the Prime Minister, ladies and gentlemen, is that his government took 12 years of profit and gave out $20,000. You see the hypocrisy? These guys are so full of, man, anybody was sensible and listen to this and buy this rubbish. You need to go back to school. This man has no shame. His party took $20,000 and give people all about Jamaica and call it tax return. And he took it from the back of what? Money that has not been earned yet. I don't think you heard what I said, you know. He has put it on the back of money that has not been earned yet. Future profits from assets of the Jamaican people that Jamaica owns. Future profits, you know. I'm going to take my time with this, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, this 2-minute time speech right here, sir, is very, very telling. It is unbelievable what this man is saying. Listen to this.
And then that dependency, when not fulfilled, ends up in disappointment. And then people say, I can't bother with politics. This struggle that we have gone through to move our debt from as high as 140% of GDP to now 60%.
Who is we? Who is we? You go through no struggle? You go through struggle? If people in the parliament or they decide they go through struggle, you make the most money when everybody else wanna struggle. Who is we? Who is we? What struggle?
8% of GDP, and to reduce our debt servicing ratio to tax revenues from 71% to 18% is a symbol of struggle and sacrifice. It is. But it is also putting us in a different place.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to make it very, very clear. The Prime Minister's approach, or what his philosophy is, it is okay for the people of Jamaica to struggle for us, the ones that are down below, because them rich now. You understand? Them good. Them a live lavish. Lavish, living lavish. Yeah. So we the Jamaican people must struggle. Right? And ban rebellion and all of this. But them forget 200 to 300% increase for them money. While the teacher them struggle, the doctors them struggle, and we have this brain drain on Jamaica. So his philosophy is for us to struggle so them can reach their goal, whatever that is, of a promise of something else 10 years from now. When he's going to throw shade on the PMP saying, listen, let us all walk into the thing together and have a balanced approach to the economy. The economy needs to grow while we still have fiscal prudence. So we are going to invest in education. We are going to invest in agriculture. We are going to invest in technology. We are going to advocate for kids that have students loan so they are encouraged to go and get their education. Because an educated class of people is going to be essential moving forward. And if you think it's a lie, when you look at the industries in the world, most of the jobs are being taken over by AI, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're not educated, dog, nyam, your supper. The PMP understands this, but for some strange reason, this government wants to keep us suffering, to keep down the debt. Keeping down the net is not the only thing. This is not something to glorify. This man is a wicked man. You understand? He has no balance in his approach with the economy. He's championing the debt going down as if it's the greatest thing ever. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know how much countries have a greater debt than Jamaica and is thriving? And they're still fiscally disciplined? You don't need to pay back the debt that fast. He crippled the economy by doing that. And then he also did not invest in agriculture. So you crippled the economy in terms of production. The PMP is coming to fix all the wrong things that this government did. And that's the point blank period of it. This man is wicked. He wants us to suffer while they are living lavish and eating steak and fruits and going to matches at the stadium where other people can't even afford to do, and cheering for another side. Unbelievable. Let's go back.
Where each Jamaican must be vested in ensuring that whoever is the government, whichever government, that we maintain this path, because this is the only way to truly and really care for you.
So him caring for you is us suffering. Him caring for you is us suffering, guys. You understand that? That is how he shows his care for us. Him live lavish, rich, have whole heap of money, him and him friend them and him cronies, right? And feed them picnic good. And you, the regular Jamaican citizen, cannot find nutritious food to eat. So he wants to maintain this. That's what he wants to do. Mighty God of Daniel.
Ball out! Whoa, yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. take out the thief.
That's the only way, my Jamaican brothers and sisters, to care for you. We can't.
So, ladies and gentlemen, just understand, the Prime Minister is out of ideas. He has no other way to do or govern the country other than the way he has governed it already. Basically, this speech is about, we have done everything right and we are the right persons for the job. And guess what? You, the people of Jamaica, have to come to grips with what is your reality and what you are going through. If you're going to take from him that if you go and suffer, well, you can go and suffer. That is up to you if you want to continue to suffer. Well, I say no to suffering, and I say yes to the housing plan. I say yes to the education plan. I say yes to 1 degree in every household. I say yes to the plans for the farmers. I say yes for the implementation of technology in farming. I say yes to lower light bills. I say yes to the entire manifesto of the People's National Party, ladies and gentlemen. Because guess what? We won't have people in there stealing the money. We won't have people in there mismanaging the money. We won't have people not having receipts for the money. One of the biggest problems with our budget is that there's trillions of dollars that is unaccounted for. We don't know where the money went. We don't know if it was used effectively. This whole speech is full of SHIT. Because they have not given the Auditor General all of the receipts for what they actually did. They want us to believe that they were fiscally prudent without any evidence because they paid down the debt. Paying down the debt is one thing. There's trillions of other dollars that is there that you guys can, go on with a bag of skullduggery with. So I don't know who them really fooling, I really don't know who them really fooling, but I hope it's not the people that is watching this platform. You understand?
And care for you by taking the money that we should pay down debt and spend it. We can care for you by taking our reserves that keep the foreign exchange rate stable and go party with it. That's not how we care. How we care is to manage the government responsibly. Don't make bad policy decisions. Be frugal and prudent so that we secure long-term revenues for which we can make long-term investment in your future. This government genuinely cares for you.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
What can go so? Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop.
Help, we key out of the ladder.
We need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor right. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more. We need this. We need this. We need it. Help. Help. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength. Is a liberator.
This struggle that we have gone through to move our debt from as high as 140% of GDP to now 68% of GDP, and to reduce our debt servicing ratio to tax revenues from 71% to 18%, is a symbol of struggle and sacrifice. It is.
So he's admitted that we, the Jamaican people, struggled and sacrificed. He's admitting that he put us through struggle and sacrifice. Not warranted struggle and sacrifice, But he just wanted to put us through struggle and sacrifice. Remember, when Portia was in power, she had to put us through struggle and sacrifice because of what? Yeah, man, Andrew Honest. Because of what? Andrew Honest from the speech, and I see because of what the JLP did before. Now we have learned that the JLP destroyed the relationship with the IMF and the People's National Party under the leadership of Portia Simpson Miller had to be so they had to make a lot of sacrifices. And what was good about Portia Simpson Miller is that she was very honest. She and Peter Phillips, both of them were very honest about that, ladies and gentlemen. They were very open and transparent to the people of Jamaica about the fact that they had to do what they had to do. You understand? So listen to him. Let's play it one more time.
Putting us in a different place where each Jamaican must be vested in ensuring that whoever is the government, whichever government, that we maintain this path, because this is the only way to truly and really care for you.
And you know, what is funny, you know, ladies and gentlemen, is that the PMP really cared for the Jamaican people, you know. And I have to give credit where credit is due. And you know, people on the UIC side, you know, I think I'm in a good space. You have people in the PMP that don't like when I talk about the UIC, and I have people in the UIC that more than likely don't talk when I talk about the PMP. So I'm in a good space. I have my own mind. And what I'm saying is I have to give credit to Mr. PJ Patterson, the Honorable PJ Patterson. Why? Because he took us away from borrowing from the IMF. Guess who brought us back, ladies and gentlemen?
Emotional damage.
So if the JLP did not bring us back into borrowing, guess what we wouldn't have to do? We wouldn't have an issue with debt. Can you hear me? We would not have an issue with debt and paying back debt. The man gave us a prime opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to rise above that whole situation. And the JLP carried us right back into carelessness. I'm just saying, Lord have mercy.
That's the only way, my Jamaican brothers and sisters, to care for you. We can't care for you by taking the money that we should pay down debt and spend it. We can't care for you by taking our reserves that keep the foreign exchange rate stable and go party with it.
You know, when he says party with it, it's crazy because nothing that the PMP presentation said it was for a party. Look at all the policies and plans that the man have. Education, the elderly, people that you know, that have their pensions, right? Exactly that's some. He's focusing on the elderly. He's focusing on children getting food, you know, when them go to school. He's focused on them having transportation even in rural areas. All the money is going into areas of the development of the people of Jamaica. And I really want to drive this point home. The Jamaica Labour Party is against the development of the people of Jamaica. Unbelievable.
BOUT! Whoa! We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help.
So you're telling me, ladies and gentlemen, right, that a government that invests in their people is not the right government? Who is Andrew Holness investing in? Private and public partnership. Big investors. Those are the ones he likes to, you know, roll up the money with. But to put the money on the Jamaican people and on the people that need pension plan and all of those things, people that need pension plan and all those things, and the sick and the elderly and people that have a disability and stuff like that, he is against those things. His party is against. That's why all of them are not the bench. Because them fi stay fat while everybody else starve. Right? All of the data that the man put out about people actually being hungry, can't find food to eat. 55% of the population can't find food to eat tonight. And they can't find sustainable food to eat neither. Food are actually good for them. 55% of the population, ladies and gentlemen. And this man is here talking about there is no other way but for have us suffer, for pay down the debt. Him can slow down from paying down the debt so we can actually put it in places where the people of the country will be more productive. And when they are more productive, guess what? You're going to collect more taxes. When the people are more productive, guess what? The economy is going to be better. It's automatically going to be better. But the way how it stands now, the way how the country is now, he is just saying to me, and this is what I understand from it, and beat me with this. He is saying the way they have done it is the right way, and there's no other way. That the man just said a while ago. Listen to the man.
By taking the money that we should pay down debt and spend it. We can care for you by taking our reserves that keep the foreign exchange rate stable and go party with it. That's not how we care. How we care is to manage the government responsibly. Don't make bad policy decisions. Be frugal and prudent so that we secure long-term revenues for which we can make long-term investment in your future. This government genuinely cares for you.
We just want to ask Jamaican people that watch this, whether you watch it live or you watch the replay, or you watch the upload, do you feel cared for by this government? Do you feel cared for? Are you feeling like, yeah, me have one father or one mother will love me? I be a Fatima talk. Me not tell her something. And this part that really lick me for six.
To manage the government responsibly. Don't make bad policy decisions. No. Truly and really care, ensuring that whoever is the government, whichever government, this struggle that we have gone through to move our debt from as high as 140% of GDP to now 68% of GDP, and to reduce our debt servicing ratio to tax revenues from 71% to 18%, is a symbol of struggle and sacrifice. It is.
So, the symbol of struggle and sacrifice, ladies and gentlemen. Tired of the labor pain.
BOUT! Whoa! We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
Yeah, let's let me know what you think about that in the comment section here, man. And I am open to all critique from anybody in regards to my argument about this specific foolishness that man had just talked a while ago. About being fiscally prudent and frugal. Yes. Carrying down the debt is amazing. Wonderful. Great. What about raising up the bar of productivity at the same time, simultaneously? Why is it that you guys don't have the brain box to carry down the debt and increase productivity at the same time? Why is it other countries have found a way to do it, but you have not? There is no excuses for the incompetence of the Jamaica Labour Party, ladies and gentlemen. We have many examples of other countries that has done well in this area of lowering their debt gradually, not too highly focused on it, but increasing productivity all at the same time. It's very, very simple. More coming in while less going out. Productivity brings more cash, brings more taxes, and less paying out to the deficit. Yes? It is that simple. But this man wants to do the reverse. He wants to carry down the debt, have the people suffer, and then bring up back the economy. Honestly.
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right. Tell you about them.
Like and share, people. Like and share. 1 minute cars a tough brother.